2023.
Yup.
It's been a year.
That's like a whole ass year.
A whole ass fucking year.
Yeah.
Full of weird shit, right?
Weird shit that like happened and we're all so engulfed in knowing about, and then poof.
Then boom, it's not
gone.
even a thing anymore.
And so
Just
we're
like
gonna
that.
we're gonna talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Ready?
Let's go.
go. Hello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up. I totally hit my hand on the table during that. Just ignore it because it didn't happen, okay?
It's okay.
It did not happen.
All right.
So
Fuck it up.
Let's fuck it up. 2023, a lot of fucking weird shit happened that like, okay, even like doing research on this shit, like you can't Google it because it's gone.
Yeah.
What is it? DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
He's got me. He had quite a few, but still, like,
you can usually find a little more on there.
And it just like happens, and like the entire world, everything, like everyone's TikToks, everyone's Facebook, everyone's the news, everything is engulfed around this one item. And then it's like one day it's gone and you can find nothing about it.
On to the next thing, like
Literally.
it never even happened.
Okay, we're gonna start with the balloons.
Yeah, the balloons. Was it the Chinese?
They said whoever they are, they said it was Chinese, and they were at one time. I remember reading like they thought they had missiles on them.
Yeah,
and the rumors that come and go, like seriously, there were missiles on them. They were flying over places that like China don't need to be flying over.
One was like over Alaska, right? Because there was one, and then it took them a couple days for the president to like order them to shoot it down, and then a little bit later, and then there was another one.
I think the one was over. There was one around Hawaii at one time. I think it came and went real fast, and I think that's the one that maybe because over Montana there was one. There was one over Alaska. There was one over I think it was Florida, somewhere in that area. But we shot them all down. Yeah. We just shot them down.
And they never said what was
exactly. They never
what
ever,
it was.
like
what
even
was
if
in
you
there.
Go and look it up right now, there's nothing. All it shows is the articles about when they were here. It doesn't say, we finally discovered that it was just some rednecks that were drunk playing with some balloons. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I thought it was. Just a bunch of fun-loving rednecks drinking their Bud Light and let's set these balloons off, and it just exploded. Wouldn't that be cool though? If that's all it was, and the world, even the government, everyone freaks out.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
why?
And then you just forget it happens, like
because it didn't happen,
right?
It literally didn't happen. Like that is all anyone could talk about for at least 2 weeks. Yeah, and now it's gone. It's vamooshed into thin air, and okay, that happened.
It's so weird and concerning, like, but then again, it's like.
I don't think, honestly, my opinion matters to absolutely nobody on this planet, but my opinion is they were nothing. Yeah. They were absolutely nothing. And I think that, I guess our, the big guys up there, they were probably like, oh shit, we made a big deal out of nothing. Yeah. It is literally.
But then why not come back and say this was nothing?
Because they don't want to look bad.
Yeah.
They don't want to, because
it looks stupid.
They shot them. They had to get like military rights to shoot them down. Like it wasn't just like BB gun, No.
Yeah. Like I feel like it was something.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Of course you do. You're big in that.
Nothing like alien type stuff. I feel like another country for sure, but
a country?
Crunchy. Another country.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad nothing came of it.
So do you think they were like spying on us?
Yeah, probably. That's probably all it was. I mean, that's all they're ever really doing.
Why Montana? Why Alaska? Why not over the White House?
My idea is these are pretty not isolated. Well, Alaska, Montana, they're not as populated. Maybe there's more going on there we don't know about as far as secret type things.
Okay, so like I would be behind that if it was like flying over Area 51 and shit. Like I would be like,
but that's what I'm saying. How many places like that do you think there are that are not discussed? Like,
True. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's something like that, like the least populated places that wouldn't sound like a big deal. They're keeping an eye on, or maybe they just have more, more visual, being open. Not so many city lights and not so much, distorted from the sky. So what do you think
they were trying to gain? Like in your opinion, obviously.
Just intel and like, I don't know. It could be anything. Just It could be something with satellites. It could be something with technology, or just like, I don't know. I don't feel like it was like dangerous. I just feel like something they were just spying on something. Yeah. But I don't know. Who knows?
So you think it was some other country coming to spy on us for some reason? And probably. I think it was a bunch of fun-loving rednecks drinking their Bud Light. And they're like, let's release these balloons. And they just took off and went wherever they went.
Yeah, maybe it was both. Maybe it was some drunk rednecks in another country.
Okay.
Who knows? I mean, who knows what other countries have? They probably got weirdos just like that we got here.
I don't know.
But whatever it was, nothing came of it. So it's like...
Did it, though?
That we know of.
They
that
didn't
we
tell
know
us
of.
if it did. Yeah. Because why... Oh, I got to...
And also distractions. So it could have been our own people doing. You know, like it could have been just another
I wonder
distraction.
what else was going on around that
exactly.
time. We should have looked that up because... Yeah,
and we'll have to start taking notes when weird stuff like that happens, just like to see what correlates.
We really wanted to do an episode on like the end of the year, like things that happened this year that were different. And we could not think of it. Like we thought of like two.
Yeah, looking back, it's like I know so many weird things happened where we were all just like, what?
Exactly, but it's hard to...
Well, the submarine going to that, like people talk, that was like completely all anybody talked about.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
You heard people talking about it in Walmart. And we live in the middle of stupid nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we're nowhere worth a damn. And everybody was talking about it. My thing was the hope they were trying to give the world that these people were alive. Like the minute I heard about it, I'm like, yeah, they're not there.
Yeah.
There is no way.
No.
But they were trying. They're like, oh, they have 14 hours of air left. They'll be fine. Oh, we still have 8 hours to find them. They'll be fine.
Nope.
I'm sorry. If you lose something like that, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like there's no... Absolutely
there's just too much working against you down that far.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, there's... And what did they ended up finding? What pieces or?
I think that was it. Like just very few pieces of it because it completely imploded and just it was gone. Yeah. Like I don't think they found much at all. Like at all.
Yeah. And whatever was left of, human remains, I'm sure was.
I saw, I don't know if it was on TikTok or what, but it was like these people and they were trying to say, oh, here's the human remains from the implosion, I'm sorry, and blah, blah, blah. And they were trying to they had millions of views on this TikTok. And it's like, do you not know what an implosion is?
Right.
Like, they all evaporated.
Right.
Like, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, even their clothing, there's nothing left at all of anything in that. I guess maybe some people don't know what an implosion is, but...
The pressure that comes with... I mean, that's not just
It's not an explosion outside in the air. It's underwater. It has to do with
more
pressure.
Like combustion, right?
Exactly. Like, it's not...
It wouldn't go outward. It would mostly disintegrate. I don't know, though. I've never been that far underwater to know exactly how it would go, but I assume it would all just
But I mean, okay, even think about when you were a kid, which you might not have done this, but jumping into the deep end of a pool, you're down 6 foot.
Right, yeah.
And the feeling in your
off
head.
A diving board or something.
Exactly. Yeah. The feeling you have on your head and body, the pressure down there. Yeah. That's just 6 foot, 10 foot.
Well, and I've always thought a lot about is spontaneous combustion and I don't know. Anyway, off track. But yeah, I mean, it's essentially like combustion. It just.
But it was there, and we talked about it and talked about it and talked about it, and it's we found it. Mm-hmm. We found it. We found the sub. It was gone, and we all knew it was gone. And then the next day, the whole thing's gone. Yeah. Nobody talks about it. We're talking about other stuff now. It amazes me.
Yeah.
How our world can be engulfed.
Yeah.
For such a short time on something, and then we don't even bring it up. We don't even.
Yeah.
It's rare to see anything about it. A year later on the date, we might say a year ago it imploded, and that's it.
Yeah. But there's nothing. Never. I guess because there's no way to explain what happened or anything else to talk about, but it all just seems like there's so many big distractions. And then I need to start paying attention to what's actually going on. We need to write stuff down.
I have a planner for next year. I'm going to write it down in the back. Okay, this happened. Because some shit's about to happen in 2024 because of our world now. Yeah. So some shit's about to happen. But
well, then you got, the fires in Hawaii, Maui.
Oh my God.
That whole thing.
That was horrible.
That was devastating. Absolutely terrible. And the videos that the people just like, oh,
Okay, my
fucking
thing
terrible.
was like, and I know most of everybody got the videos on TikTok. If you TikTok,
yeah,
you scroll through and it's people who are there bawling their eyes
Right.
out. Like, have you seen my mother? Here is her photo.
Yeah.
She's been gone. We can't find her. She wasn't at her house. There's no remains of her. You know,
Yeah.
all of this stuff. And there's so many of these people saying, the news is saying 100 people died. We're up to 3,000.
yeah,
Like, why are we... Who do you believe? Do
Yeah.
you believe the news, or do you believe these people on TikTok who
Right.
are in... Their home is gone.
they're right there, and they're telling you
Exactly.
exactly what's happening.
Exactly.
And yeah, why the media is making it seem like less than it is, when also I was really deep in it then, but something is blocking me from remembering. Maybe just my shitty memory.
I'm gonna say that's ADHD.
But I got way too far into it, like with the theories and the conspiracies and
yeah.
all that on, you know, what actually caused it, what actually happened. Like,
Wasn't it, well, okay, didn't they say it was like wind from a hurricane in the middle of the ocean blew, and it was like fire season and it took a fire over?
said.
Isn't that what it was?
That's what they said.
Okay.
But then there was theories that, you know, like they had shut off all the water that day, and they had
See, I
closed
heard
schools
that
that day,
too.
and that everything blue didn't burn.
But then they didn't alert anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the fire had started, and they have like, okay, so like where we live, if there's a tornado coming, we have a siren
Right.
that goes off that alerts the entire
Right.
community.
They had no
They
warning.
have those for fire
Yeah.
in Hawaii, and they did not go off.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was just in 1 minute the entire land was on fire.
Yeah.
You know, it takes
Well, and there were claims of people saying they saw things coming from the sky. Like some people said they saw
What was that?
a door.
It sounded like
I think
someone
it's
with a flute.
One of my squeaky doors in the hallway. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
everybody. But, you know, some people said they saw things coming, you know, makes you think that it was something aimed, something like
But why there?
premeditated.
Was there something there?
I have seen all kinds of theories about certain higher up individuals wanting to use that land for specific things.
Okay. Did you see the thing with Oprah and Dwayne The Rock
Yeah,
Johnson?
yep.
Did
Yep,
you
I
see
saw
the
that
people
too.
freak the fuck out?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't
And that's
blame
all
them.
tied into the whole, all the blue stuff not disappearing too.
Is it? How?
Because that blue, the color blue is
I've heard
supposed to
of
be,
this.
I don't know, it's not like, I don't know if it was like a weapons testing type of situation or if it was like a premeditated, like they did it for a reason, but I feel like there was something planning that. I don't know what the blue thing is all about, but there was so many people after that went and got blue vehicles and went and got blue roofs.
So you think it was another conspiracy, essentially?
Yeah, but at this point, everything's a conspiracy. You know, we
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say,
There's
hold on.
so much going
I
on.
think you are an actual conspiracy.
Oh, I love
theorist.
this shit. I
I'm
love it.
not.
I don't
I-
like feed into it to a point where it bothers me on a daily
Right.
basis, but I find it all
But
so
like,
intriguing.
I believe the winds blew the fire.
Oh yeah, I do not.
I believe that. I believe
100%
it was just a
do not believe
natural
that.
thing. But like the stuff with the celebrities saying, "Oh, donate here," but then they didn't.
Trying to profit off
and then
of it.
like
yeah.
certain people's lands, they have acres and acres and acres and acres, but they didn't open their doors up to one human.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean, to help them.
And some
Stuff
think
like
that those
that.
higher up elite type of people were behind it because they're wanting that area for specific reasons. And
Oh, see, I just think they're greedy.
and I don't know.
So-
I'm not saying I believe any of that, but I do not feel like it was a natural occurrence.
And I do.
Really.
Yeah.
What about the wildfires and the smoke haze we had way down here, nowhere near Canada? Okay, I can understand a little smoke coming in through, like winds and all that. I understand that. But for
Okay.
days, our air quality was absolutely
And
terrible.
we live in the fucking Midwest.
right.
Like,
And we're pretty
nowhere
far.
near-
We're pretty far down. Like,
we're nowhere near a border. Okay, the wildfires.
but you could
this-
smell. I could smell it.
the
I could smell
Canadian-
something.
that. I can understand how smoke can travel.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But I am now 36 years old, and this has never happened before.
Right. It's never happened before. Canada has lots of wildfires. This
Lots
was
of them.
not able to be controlled. Hundreds of fires still not under control.
And it was, our skies were orange for 2 days.
It was a very strange orange haze with a very strange smell.
Smell.
The air quality was absolutely horrible. The smell, okay, I get if, you know, different reactions from the heat and the sun and but this was not. This was like a chemical smell. This was different.
It
And there are a
smelled
lot
like-
of theories there too.
It smelled like, okay, you know, whenever you have a a bonfire and you toss in like a plastic
Yes,
bottle.
like burning plastic
That's what
or
it
like
smelled
burning
like.
chemicals. Yeah.
It was more
And I
plastic.
still smell it now and then, but I think we really do have a bunch of rednecks in our neighborhood burning plastic at night. So that's probably
I
what
love
it is.
rednecks.
But that was what concerned me more than anything was the smell. Because I was like, this is not just wildfire. Like, I don't.
So, okay, what do you think that was then?
I 100% believe there were wildfires.
Right.
I'm not saying they got that out of control on their own. There were wildfires. Yes, some of the smoke may have traveled. I feel like that may have been used as an excuse or as a cover up, like oh, let's use this to look like this, but they were actually doing something else. I don't know if it was
so what you're
chemical
saying,
plants or something. There was a lot of stuff going on at that time.
So what you're saying is there are fires in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and they're blowing towards the United States, which we all knew that.
Right.
Like the border, I get, like right around that border of the United States, and right in there, I get, you're going to see the Canadian fires. I understand that. So what you're saying is you think that the men, you know who I'm talking about, were like, we can blame these fires
let's
if we
use
do
this to our
this now,
advantage.
and they release something?
Yeah, I feel like there was some kind of, like the timing, they used it to their advantage is what I feel like. And I don't know what. It could have been something for some kind of chemical, like, dumping of chemicals or moving of chemicals or
you
something.
live forever.
I don't know. It could have been something having to do with, I don't know, factories or anything. Like
you just think that's what it was. It was a cover up.
Yeah, I feel like they used it as a like the timing's perfect. Let's use this as an excuse. Because when have we ever seen the smoke come in? And I'm not saying some of it wasn't. Maybe a little bit of it was, but also sometimes the way it traveled didn't make sense. Like the way, I don't know. There were so many conspiracies around that time too, like different things, like people had maps and they're showing like, this is going on in this area, this is going on over here. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that's happening right now? Like, and I don't know what it was, but I definitely don't feel like that was all just smoke from the wildfires. And I also feel like those wildfires, there was more to those as well. I feel like those should have been under control quicker.
Do you want to know what I believe? They were wildfires.
The smoke that we got here, the orange haze, the smell, the weird timing. Like,
I believe it was truly a wildfire.
have you ever have a bonfire and test your air quality right next to the smoke?
I have never tested my air quality.
The air quality here was horrible.
Okay,
horrible.
but you're also getting
that's
smoke
chemicals.
from a wildfire.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't know. I just feel like it was not typical smoke from burning trees.
I think the only thing that I could say is weird is, like I said, I'm 36 and I've never seen this before. Yeah. And I mean, 36 isn't that old to be comparing, but you would think.
But we hear about wildfires all the time. Here in the U.S., we hear about wildfires.
They had wildfires wasn't it Tennessee a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
And nobody around them complained about seeing the air quality and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't understand why it was orange. Yeah. Why was the sky orange? Because the smoke and the sun was trying to come up. Is that what That's orange was?
They say it was something with the smoke, with the sun, but
I saw several videos. I saw them like on the news and stuff of people in like New York and Chicago and people Michigan, real up there close to that border where it was really red and orange. Yeah. And I could understand that because you're not far from them. Yeah, you're close enough to them. You should be seeing that.
There's theories too that there was some types of there was experiments going on with the ozone layer and the our. I can't think of words tonight.
It's okay. I can never
like
think of words.
Our atmosphere. They were doing things like that messed with, experiments and things that messed with what we were seeing as well.
So at one point, can it be what it is?
It never is anymore.
That's what I was going to say.
It never is. I'm okay with that because I'm not going to know, and I understand I'm not going to know, but I know that it is not always as it appears.
See, and I think it is always as it appears, but people today have to have a reason for everything. Yeah. It can't just be. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not, and it's not only you.
For me, it's like when it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, if a neighbor's having a fire and there's smoke rolling over and it smells like a fire, that makes sense. But that didn't make sense to me. I don't know.
A lot of things don't make sense.
And the way it would come and go, it's like they would turn it off and turn it on.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was like,
oh, it's clear today. Nope, never mind, it's back.
Yeah, it would be clear for like 24 hours, and then we would get it again for 2 days.
And it didn't seem to roll in.
it just happened.
Boom, the sky's hazy and orange again, and then it smells funky again.
Okay, that one I will say is a little curious.
Yeah.
Compared to the other two.
Whoever's turning the weather off and on is turning the fires off.
The Hawaii wildfires, I believe, were wildfires. I truly do. Yes.
See, none of that added up to me.
That was the Hawaii one. What was the other
one? And I don't need
to
know what it was. It just, to me, it didn't seem like I'm not going out there searching for answers. It's terrible what happened, but I don't need to know exactly why. I probably don't.
We will never know why, but
I do. Yeah.
But you wholeheartedly believe it was not just a simple wildfire.
Absolutely.
I think it was, but I think there was something more to it. I think maybe they caught the fire on purpose and it spread and they didn't want to put it out for a reason or something along those lines.
I don't feel like the way things now, maybe these were fabricated videos or pictures, but so many areas that were untouched. It just seemed like things were coming so sporadically.
I did see a couple TikToks, which I TikTok quite a bit, but I saw a couple of them where people were like really close in that border, like from Michigan to New York, the border, there's more states in there, but you know what I'm saying? They were really close to the border and they're like, my air quality is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is theirs perfect, but ours down here in the Midwest is shit? That's weird.
So weird.
Stuff like that. Yeah. But then once again, it's a TikTok video.
Yeah.
Which could be fabricated.
With the Hawaii thing, I saw videos of houses completely skipped, cars completely skipped, like areas complete. It's not a tornado. It doesn't jump up and down. If it's a wildfire or brush fires or wind blowing, it's going to spread.
Yeah.
And it didn't. That's not what fires do. So I almost think it was something aimed from the sky. I'm not going to say what.
Would there not be, in the Hawaii situation, would there not be evidence of that? Like holes in the ground kind of evidence? You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. There's certain types of... I don't want to go too far into it on here, but yeah.
But you are a conspiracy theorist.
I am, but it's more for enjoyment. It doesn't bother me. Like, I don't make myself sick over it. I just like, yeah, that didn't happen.
I never would have said that about you until right now, which is crazy.
I'm not, but
you are.
I really do get into, like, I really find...
We've talked about 3 things.
I find it all so interesting. But hold on.
We've talked about 3 separate things, and all 3 of them... You have a theory that is not what could naturally be.
My theory is just that when it doesn't make logical sense to me, something else is going on. That's all. That's all it is.
But that's everything now.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
It's everything.
Exactly. Because there's so much going on we don't know about. That's all I'm saying. Especially now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What about the train derailment in Ohio?
I forgot all about that.
I didn't.
Was that around the same time?
I don't know. I don't remember.
With all the chemicals and stuff? Oh, yeah. That train derailments are something I worry about a lot because here in this area, there are a lot of trains around here. And we don't live too far from several sets of train tracks. And that's when I am a little bit of I've got bug out bags. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm not like one of those big preppers or anything, but I'm prepared for stuff. But when I say I'm prepared, it's not like a zombie apocalypse. It's like when a train derails and I get the fuck out of Dodge. I want to be able to...
Just come to my house.
That's the kind of stuff that I'm like, no, that could happen because that happens. When you look it up, there have been quite a few train derailments. Like,
so here's my question. Like you said, there's quite a few train derailments.
Carrying so many chemicals and like...
What makes this one make the news?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Why did this one in Ohio make the news? People got sick afterwards.
Yeah.
If you actually don't go to Google because they don't help you. Go to what is it?
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo and type
There's
in.
Bing too, I think, is pretty good.
Train derailments. Type it in.
Yeah.
And it names 75 of them that happened in the last 2 years. And 50 of them had chemicals on them.
Yeah.
And people got sick from them. But this one is the one the news decided to go crazy on.
Yeah, and why I don't know.
Yeah, that's my point.
Maybe too many people were talking about it and they had to cover it, or maybe there was something else going on at the time that they needed, to focus on that. But
maybe a train just
derailed. It came out right around the same time that movie, the one with Adam Driver. It's kind of like that. Oh, it's weird. Is it called White Noise? I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's an apocalyptic type. It's kind of strange. Like, it's kind of slow, kind of weird. Adam Driver is anyway. He's weird, but it's good enough to watch. It's interesting if you like that kind of weird shit. But it was right around that time, and that's a similar type of thing of what happened in that movie. And I was like, what the fuck? Did he know something? Did they know something? I'm like, this is weird. Okay. Like,
so do you believe that movies are put out to desensitize us now?
Okay, so if you get real far into conspiracies.
You are now considered a conspiracy. We're just gonna call you CT.
Maybe I always have been a little bit.
CT. I've never realized it until this moment.
I find it all so
because
exciting.
I believe everything is as it is.
But I can't do that.
I can because I feel like people need to make a conspiracy out of everything to stay alive.
Yeah.
To keep their brain moving, to have that excitement.
And maybe that is for me. I like the excitement.
An actual natural disaster that's happened.
Yeah. No, there's definitely natural disasters. Which course.
One? Name one. Name a natural disaster in the last 5 years.
Well, the big earthquake and was it? Oh, the really, really big one. It was this year.
Okay.
It was like a 7 point something. That was massive. Okay, that is a big natural disaster.
Earthquakes, mudslides, and tornadoes have nothing to do with this because those are truly
you said natural disaster. Those are natural disasters.
I meant wildfires or something. Okay. That's what I mean.
Wildfires don't make sense to me. They don't. I feel like somebody starts them somewhere and then they spread. Maybe naturally they spread, but they start somewhere.
Right.
I mean, yes, I could. Maybe the sun can burn a hole in a tree and it catches. I don't know. Yeah. Somebody starts some fucking fires. Maybe they're starting it for brush control or weed control or to burn, clear a space and it gets out of hand. But somebody starts them. Man-made. Something starts.
Okay, I've got something totally random that literally happened not that far from my house last week, and I haven't told. I mean, it was in the news.
Somebody.
Okay, in the middle of the woods, and I mean the middle of the woods. It was so bad the firefighters had to get 4-wheelers, UTV vehicles to come and put this fire out.
What?
And they said somebody carried an ash into the woods and dropped it. That was their conclusion.
That's their conclusion.
That is what the
who does that?
The radio station's website said happened.
You don't carry an ash.
Not only that, but it's been quite rainy.
Right.
It's not it's dry.
Probably somebody out there doing some weird sacrificial fucking ceremonial stuff,
or somebody out there trying to burn something or get rid of trash.
Yeah, somebody just burning their trash. It could have been it, but yeah, somebody started that.
But my point is that right there could have started a wildfire.
Right, exactly. Just one person making a mess. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying there's a big conspiracy behind everything, but I don't think that wildfires are always natural. Maybe the spread of them can be natural, but they're started by something. Somebody did a boo-boo. You don't just...
What was the one in Tennessee? They were doing a gender reveal party, and
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
one.
It was the big one, and one of the ones in Tennessee a couple of years ago. Something about a gender reveal party, and it had something with sparks, and it caught the woods on fire, and it just went out of control because everything was so dry.
Oh, wow.
It had rain and so long.
Yeah, and I know that fire can spread rapidly. I'm by all means.
So, do you think people start wildfires on purpose, like the man?
I don't feel like they're all on purpose, but I do. Yes, I feel like some of them are started on purpose. Absolutely.
Okay, I don't.
Really?
No.
I mean, they have to. There's controlled burns anyway because they have, for whatever purpose.
Well, I would understand that, but to turn from a controlled burn into a wildfire, that's two totally different things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's doing it or why, but I do feel like some of them are on purpose.
Okay, we got on a wildfire. Okay,
yeah,
what else?
What I was talking about
how
far it goes down though. Some people believe that you have to. The ones in charge of it all.
The man.
They have to share. They have to make it known in some way, and they do that through media, through movies, through that. It's almost like they have to have consent.
What?
So they're
I do not.
Us as normal people watching these movies.
Muggles.
Yeah,
I'm not a muggle.
Us watching them and finding it entertaining is us being okay, we know about it, and that's fine. Works
Okay, so that new movie that came out, I don't even remember what it's called. Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had time to sit down and watch it, but I told you to watch it and you did. I'm very proud of you.
Not Walk Away from the World. What's it called?
Gosh, I'm gonna have to look it up. I hope there's someone listening right now, screaming at us, saying what the name of this movie is. It's on Netflix.
Away from no. What is it called?
Ready?
Oh my gosh,
Are you ready for it? 3, 2, 1. Leave the world behind.
I said walk away from the world.
I mean, same thing.
Yeah, but similar situation.
I haven't seen it. I know.
I won't spoil it for anybody, but there's some stuff in there that you're oh, this is kind of what's something that just recently happened that made us all kind of think what? Some of us were no, it's no big deal. But Go back to the national alert thing. Like, I know we've already had those. Like, that wasn't
The
a big
what? I
deal.
didn't hear you. I totally
When
looked.
everyone freaked out over the national alert.
Can I put my 2 cents in there? I did not freak out. I did not care. My phone was on me all day. I was in my chicken coop. Who cares?
I didn't
Like,
at first. I don't think I freaked out because I didn't like. I don't even think I turned my phone off. But the last, like, I was fine for the first week or two, and then that last day or two, I was like, oh shit! Like, people are really going crazy over this. And I was like,
Okay.
This is the same alert that we've had before.
Okay. Let's talk about it. Why did you freak out?
Okay, so I'm really big on frequencies.
Okay.
Really big on frequencies and sounds, and I feel like certain frequencies can physically affect you. I feel like there's a big thing with radiation.
Okay, so why this one? We had one 2 years ago, and then 2 years before that. So why
people
did
were
you...
saying this one was different?
Right there. People were
well,
saying...
yeah. I mean, we're all on TikTok and Facebook or something to where we're seeing.
Somebody said,
Yeah.
we're going to have another one, and it's going to kill us all. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Not that was very dramatic.
Had I not watched anything or been
That's
on
my
media
point.
at all, I probably wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have even known it was coming.
I didn't watch anything. I knew about it. I think you told me about it the day before.
Even without going on TikTok, I was listening to the radio in the car. They're talking about it on there. They're talking about it like it was everywhere. So like you can't avoid what they're thinking. Like
I don't do media. Like in my car, my aux is plugged in, and I play my playlist.
I even I stayed off TikTok for days because I didn't want to hear about it. But I turn my radio on in the car, as I do in the mornings a lot. I'll listen to the radio. It was on there. It was all over my Facebook. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't searching for it. It was like you couldn't avoid it. People just wouldn't stop talking about it.
It's people spreading fear. Is what
exactly.
It is. Why can't we spread love instead?
Right. No, I know, but that's just not the way the world is right now.
Seriously, think about it. If we could spread love and
I know,
kindness
right?
and joy and generosity instead of fear,
right?
Do you know where our planet would be?
Right. Yeah. But
oh my god. Anyway,
the human race is so fucked up at this point.
So the frequency went off and nothing happened.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But even though it was the same thing, a lot of people were concerned that it was going to be a different frequency. It was going to be a different...
So what did people think was going to happen? Like people's ears were going to start bleeding or something? Like what was the...
I saw all kinds of stuff. That
like
it would make people angry. It would make people mean. It would make people want to, like a civil war type of thing, like where people were at each other because they were so aggravated and so irritable.
Seriously.
And I've seen things that it would mess with our health, that it would set off something with the vaccine, something with the COVID stuff. I've seen all kinds of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So but this movie, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a similar kind of thing. Like the frequencies, there is proof that frequencies can mess with you. And radiation can mess with you.
But my thing is if you seriously sit and think about it, one frequency that lasts 5 seconds long is not going to mess with you. I'm sorry, it's not.
And that was all that was. But
literally.
Some people thought it was going to last for an hour or 2 hours. But when you go look it up, it says it's only going to last for this long. It's only going to...
At some point you thought it was...
I did.
Because you said you were going to put your phone in the garage. I remember you saying that.
I did put my phone in the garage. I didn't turn it off. I just set it out there because I didn't want to hear it.
Are you serious?
So I didn't want to get worked up while I listened to it. So I just set it... I didn't turn it off. I didn't make a Faraday cage.
I was building my chicken coop. I had my Zach Bryan playing. My favorite playlist. It was playing, and it went off, and I continued to screw in the holes of my chicken coop.
I was washing dishes. I said, I'll set my phone in the garage because I don't want to hear it. I won't think about it. So I set my phone out there, and I just washed dishes. I didn't turn it off. I didn't wrap it in tin foil or nothing, but...
I'm surprised.
Some people did. Some people did all that,
I'm surprised you did it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm proud of you. Good job.
But even if it did, I'm I'm aware of frequencies. I know how they work. I know how to put my fingers in my ears. No, it doesn't work that way.
No,
but
that's more...
But no,
soul.
I am probably a little extra, but also this day and age, I don't know. Nothing's...
What's that noise?
I don't know.
Sounds like a motor.
I don't know. Maybe someone turned on the fan in there.
I thought you said the fan was broken in there.
I thought it was, but...
Okay, anyway, I really want to know what this noise is. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, the crazy woman on the plane.
Yeah. Okay, do you think that was just some lady either on something or mental illness, or that there was actually something?
My opinion, I think she probably got in some kind of a confrontation with another passenger on said plane, and she took it a little too far, and she was to the point of like, I either continue to take it or I get embarrassed and sit down and shut the fuck up, and she continued to take it. That's what I think it was. She has actually came out and made a statement saying, I don't know why I continued. I am perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't, blah, blah, blah. And I think the people of the world took it and turned it into this global crazy lady on the plane thing.
And I didn't really get too far into that one. Like, what people, some people thought that it was like a non-human type of thing that she was in contact with.
Shit like on TikTok, she's a lizard human or a reptile person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's, oh my god, so many different things I saw, and it's like, y'all, she's just a woman who had a freak out. You think she's the only one?
Well, they thought that she saw one of those.
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw
that she was everyone that I guess was thinking she was in the right was saying she was sober and lucid, but she was seeing something that, Now I'm not going to say there aren't weird people out there,
right.
And I don't know what we got. Maybe we may have all kinds of stuff on this planet. I don't know, but it's interesting. I don't know how I feel either way. I don't know if she was having an episode. I don't know if the person looked at her funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could have been something like that, or it could have been a lizard person. Who knows? I don't really feel either way on that one because I didn't do a lot of research on it.
Here we go again. Why did it blow up?
Right?
Why does anything blow up? Think about anything. Why? Okay, let's go back. This is a couple of years ago.
Because one person records it and the algorithm hits it just right.
Literally, that is it.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember? And this was a couple of years ago. The Gabby Petito thing.
No, I don't.
You don't remember Gabby, but yes, there's no way you don't. The entire world, the young girl who was murdered by her boyfriend, and there was a man search for him for months, and then they finally found his skeleton.
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh, I know someone out there remembers Gabby Petito.
I'm sure a lot of people do.
But my point is, do you know how many women go missing? Do you know how many boyfriends go after
what
them?
Makes one
What
go,
makes her one
right.
case? What makes that go so big in the air? And I know you could say she's a nice young white blonde girl. That's why. Do you know how many nice young white blonde girls get kidnapped or murdered or slaughtered or whatever? But we don't hear about them until you hear it on a podcast or you see it on the ID channel.
Yep.
Or unless you're in that community, the world doesn't get to hear about
what
it.
makes
Gabby
certain
Petito
ones
was huge. It blew up. Why? Why does anything blow up?
Right.
Why do we know about the balloons?
Yeah.
Why? They weren't above us.
Right.
They were nowhere near us. Why do we need to know about them?
Yeah.
Why does it blow up? Why do we know about...
And I could say like TikTok is a big thing for all of this, but also I was not on TikTok for the longest time, and I hardly get on there. Maybe once a week I'll check it for an hour or so.
Right.
But even without that, I hear stuff on the radio. I see stuff on Facebook. I see it's still all
social
over the
media.
place. So
it is media
you can't,
in general. The media decides what we get to know and what we don't get to know. They get to choose how you're going to feel about it and how I'm going to feel about it because they paint a picture of fear or they paint a picture of whatever they want to paint a picture of.
Yeah.
And that's why. Like,
exactly.
And
it all comes down to
it blows my mind.
Media.
Some of that stuff.
It's all
like,
controlled.
Just, why do we get to see some stuff but we don't know about other stuff? Why did we get to know about the one train that derailed in Ohio, but I didn't get to know about the other 60 that happened that year?
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't make
It doesn't
sense.
click in my brain.
I know they can't possibly cover them all, but what makes one get so much more coverage than the other?
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
I don't know.
And then like the wildfire situation, I understand why we know about the Maui wildfires.
Right.
They were so big. They took out an entire community, land, island. So much died with that. But like even the Canadian wildfires, I guess because we have the discolored sky, that's why we know about it.
Yeah.
There are wildfires every day that we don't hear about.
All over, yeah.
So it's like, why do we hear about some and not the others?
Right.
It's just such a, I don't know, it's confusing to me
so,
as to why.
It's so much chaos, but it's also so very much controlled.
Yeah,
like
it's controlled chaos is what it is. 100% controlled chaos.
Whoever's, in charge pushing the buttons is deciding the deciding factor of who gets to hear what.
Exactly. And it's, don't believe everything the media tells you. I think that's what I'm trying to say is don't believe it just because they say.
But also she's saying, do believe it because what's happening is really happening. You're contradicting yourself, my love.
Okay, explain that.
Because you said, I do believe that what happens is what's happening earlier.
Yeah, right.
I take it at face value.
Okay.
But now you're saying don't believe the media.
I'm saying don't believe the media in the form when they say the submarine is still alive.
Right.
They're alive.
Yeah.
I'm saying stuff like that. Yes, believe what they're saying,
Yeah.
but don't take everything as the truth. I'm saying there
Because
are
we don't know.
wildfires
We
burning.
just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's my point. Like, the balloons are from China and they're going to kill us all.
Right.
Don't believe that. There are balloons. Believe that because they're there.
They're there.
I'm saying don't believe the stories that go along with what's happening.
Right.
I guess the stories. Not
one way or
necessarily
another. If they're
Exactly.
far-fetched or if they're
just
too
make
logical,
your own opinion and be happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I didn't
and that's
mean
how I
don't-
like to see different opinions is what I
Right.
like.
Yeah.
I'm a really big person. I'm like, I really like research and I really like analytics and like data. So like I love to pull from like this person thinks this and this one thinks that and this one.
So from
and then
all
I
of
make
that,
my
I
own
was gonna
conclusion.
say you make your own conclusion. Yeah. Okay.
But I find it's more interesting to me than anything. I don't now the alert thing I got a little worked up that last day because I was like, my kids are at school. What if it scares them? That was my main
Didn't
concern.
you like consider not sending them to school that day?
I was like,
remember
should
you
I
telling
send
me
them?
that.
Because if it's really loud and they get scared, and I was like, no, I'll just talk to them. So I told him, I said, there's going to be an alert. It might be loud. Just know, everything's
Right.
fine. Don't freak out.
I didn't say a word to my children. They came home from school and my
Well, I know when they
child
do
told
just
me.
tornado drills or earthquake drills, they get worked up
They
sometimes.
do
So
earthquake drills?
yeah, I think so. I know they did when we were younger because we
don't.
had
I don't think they
we
do
had to
them
go
now.
under our desk or in
I
the
remember
archways
that,
of the
but
doors.
I don't think they do them anymore.
Really?
I know they do.
We just had an earthquake
They do
the other
active
day.
shooter drills.
Yeah, I know
Don't
that.
get me into that bullshit.
I know about that one. Yeah, they go pretty far with that shit. Yeah, I won't talk about that right now. But yeah, just like, I could go on and on. But yeah, I know we turned this into a media, what's real, what's not.
We
but
kinda did, but
the
that's
whole
kind
year
of-
of 2023 was just a whole mess of like one big thing after
And
another.
I'm telling you right now, 2024, I can't talk.
This
is
year
gonna
coming
be
up.
even fucking worse.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready
And
for it?
And the aliens.
They're coming back.
Right? I mean,
I guarantee
they'd already said that they're out there.
Let's each make... Okay, wait. First, I want to talk
Predictions.
about... We're going to do predictions, but I want to talk about one more thing that happened recently, just because I think it's sad and I think we need to talk about it. And there's really no conspiracy behind it, that Matthew Perry died.
Oh, yeah. There is a lot of conspiracy around it,
Shut
actually.
the fuck up! Are you fucking serious?
There's a lot of conspiracy.
What is it? He was an alien. He was a lizard person.
No, there's so many different theories. Okay.
Are you serious? I
Well,
have
you
not
know
heard
that
this.
the whole Hollywood thing, people believe that some think they sign contracts, some think they're in with the dark stuff, some think they make these agreements with.
What is the dark stuff?
Oh, it could be anything from. I don't know how much I can say.
Don't. Well, I just wanted to say rest in peace, Matthew Perry. And now
Yeah, it is very sad. They found it makes sense how they found him. Yes, and I know he had some issues in the past with like addiction and some health
Right.
problems, and he was doing okay. But it makes sense how they found him. The conspiracies are terrible. It doesn't matter what happened.
Listen, I don't want to give fuel to that.
No,
so he died.
it's terrible what happened.
Did someone just
but
knock on the door?
yeah, I'm sure they did.
Hold
They're
on.
all wound up
Okay,
out there.
we'll get there later. I just wanted to say Matthew Perry passed away, and he
Yeah.
was like the spark of my younger 20s on Friends. And
Yeah.
Chandler, he's my favorite character. He's so funny. He's so
Yeah.
silly, and it is so fucking sad that he's gone.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I'm not saying it's not sad. It is. I just didn't. He wasn't something that I'm a big Friends fan. It wasn't. But it was like
there's
not
this
like how
huge-
Robin Williams or something hit me.
Right,
But
I understand,
yeah.
but there's this huge generation of humans who were Friends people.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like a part of your childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So not really your childhood. For me, it was like my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone. And
Yeah.
it's just sad. Like I didn't cry, which
Yeah.
is bad, but it's just sad. And I just wanted to say, like,
Yeah.
he's
There were
gone.
quite a few celebrity deaths this year, though, that were like, holy cow. But
didn't
yeah, it's just been I don't know.
We didn't
There's a
even look
lot.
those up. We probably should have done that. But I just want to say, because that's still fresh, too. That
Yeah,
just happened not
right.
that long ago. So,
Yeah.
But okay, let's switch to predictions. I'm going to predict, actually, I don't know. Do you want to do your prediction first? For
Like,
2024?
What about?
Anything. One thing you think is going to happen next year. One thing.
I think there's going to be a lot of technological issues.
You think that's going to be next year? I don't think it's going to be next year. I think that's
I'm
going
not
to be in
talking
years
like
to come.
shutdown type stuff. I'm talking like some glitches and some things that are just like, like, oh, the Wi-Fi's out for a few days, or
I know.
oh, like
I don't think we're ready for that yet.
Really?
I think that's coming in the next like 5
I don't
years.
think it's like what we talked about before with the full like going backwards type of thing. Not that. I'm talking like maybe solar flares or maybe satellite interruptions, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of shit. We don't have that kind of stuff. Like just like, oh shit, like why is my internet out for 2 days? That kind of stuff.
Okay, so that's your prediction.
I don't know that it's anything permanent. I think there's going to be some glitches. They're going to be working on a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of atmosphere interruption type of stuff.
Okay.
And aliens.
I was going to say my number one prediction is we will learn more about aliens.
Yeah.
Like as a human race, we will somehow have to accept that. Like I truly feel like aliens are going to happen next year.
Yeah.
Like they're going to.
So you 100% believe in them?
Aliens. 100%.
Do you think they're here already?
Oh yeah, they have been.
That's something we can agree on, and we'll do a whole episode on that one then. Because
we should do that soon. Actually,
2024, I feel like it's going to be a big year for all of that. Because
I do too. Because it's like, okay, we had like a silent announcement, like during COVID. Oh, aliens are real, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the Pentagon's official documents. And then, like, wasn't it this year? All the people caught on camera, all these aliens and stuff. So I feel like it's coming, and it's just like they're slowly introducing us. And 90% of the world is too preoccupied with everything else,
exactly,
to even think, oh my God, the aliens are real.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be like a smash in the face to the world.
Yeah.
Like. We could have an alien fucking join Congress. You know what I mean?
Right. They may already be there.
That's true.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more to that. It's just going to be
And we might just discover, it might just be a big alien discovery. It might not be what I'm thinking in my head, but I do think aliens are going to be a big thing next year. I really do.
I feel like they're just like, not lubing us up, but you know, just kind of
like... They're lubing us up,
Yeah.
literally. They've lubed us up for the last 2 years, and now they're going to
I won't be surprised one bit. It ain't going to surprise me. But yeah, that'll be interesting. And I don't think it'll be all bad. I mean,
No. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be...
I love alien shit, so...
I like it, but I'm also terrified of it because of the stories when you're a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll talk more about aliens another day.
We'll do a whole episode on that.
If you would like to comment on everything we said
Anything
today,
to
or
share,
tell us something that happened that we can't remember because our brains are mush, you can do so at onlyifyoucankeepup@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. We didn't do that. Happy New Year.
Goodbye 2023.
Hello aliens in 2024. Peace out.